Good morning and welcome to the Point. It is Friday, March 26, 2021, the final Friday in March, and this is Open Line Friday here on To The Point. Thank you to those of you joining us on the GBN, Grenada Broadcasting Network's Facebook page, the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, the website www.gbn.gd, GBN TV channel 7, 11 and 20. Good morning to the listeners of Classic 105.5, 105.9, and the viewers on Partout Grenada and Go To Fet Facebook pages. Like I said, it's Open Line Friday. This is where we give you, our viewers and listeners, an opportunity to call in or message us with any thoughts that you'd like to share. The landline number is 435-2041. The WhatsApp number is also 435-2041. Please, only written messages on the WhatsApp. No voice or video calls, no YouTube links, pictures, videos, only written messages. You can also send us your comments, questions, queries, concerns on the GBN Grenada Broadcasting Network's Facebook page and the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel. Let's go to our first caller of the program. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blossom.
Good morning.
By the way, Blossom, can you, after the program, can you, I would like to get a number in which I could talk to you, read something with you off the air. But anyway, can I call you after?
You can call me on 440-2152. That's the newsroom number.
2152.
That'll sound right. 1252-1252.
Okay, all right.
Okay, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to address a few issues which I was only able to address. And coming to your medium, the news that the accusation by the Minister of Health of people saying false news or misinformation. There might be some of that, but there are those of us who are genuinely concerned about long-term effects, about uncertainty, about what is not being explained, what are alternatives to the vaccine regime, all of those things which we have not discussed as a nation in a certain relaxed manner. Any conversation, anything mentioned on the COVID is either somebody trying to say that this one is not accurate or something. No, let's just discuss what are the facts. Like look in India, what happened this week, where a double variant have evolved. And the fact that they now suspended the export of the vaccine in question and the business for that they could get more because of more vaccines for their people because of that new strain and so on. There's a lot of things that's happening as we go along. And as the Dr. Belva Bowl says, there are lots of unanswered questions, and you can only know the solution. You can only get the answer as time comes. What intrigues me, Blossom, is that I remember in the 1990s, in the late 80s and 1990s, scientists around over the world, when people around over the world, especially the fossil fuel industry people, when the issue of climate change was being promoted, that we need to take serious efforts and no action, they were saying, well, you don't have the science. You need to get the science. Of course, it took them quite a few years to get the science. Why are we rushing in the situation like that? One of the concerns I have with the vaccine regime that we have now, people saying, well, we had vaccine before. Now, I was one of those people who were affected by one of them pandemics in the past, polio, even though people may speculate what is my situation for disability, anyway, polio. So I am not against vaccine per se, but there are a lot of things that we are not knowledgeable about, like nanotechnology, like GMOs, all of those things that are being factored in now. And, your station have been broadcasting something about, food, for instance, ISO. And a couple of days of session, you did something about food going inside food. And I wonder if we're asking the right question, what is the cause of that? I'm not saying that it has to be. Is it because we have so much GMO food in Grenada crops? Most of the plants that we import are GMO-oriented. So these are some of the questions that we need to clarify and need to take cognizance. And people, we must have intelligent conversations. And not because you stating something that means you're hostile and so on. So the final thing on leadership now, and I'll end here, is that anytime you have a conflict and you don't deal with it expeditiously, it always leads to a more serious problem later on. You have seen it in the revolution when the revolution did not tackle the issues that they have to deal with, and then when they tried to use draconian measures, it blew up. Similarly, with some of the teachers, the effect that is having on everybody.
Okay.
And we need to solve that problem without blaming the main people who are affected, which are the teachers.
All right. Thank you very much. Open line Friday on To The Point. Landline number 435-2041. That's also the WhatsApp number. Please, only written messages on WhatsApp. And you can also post your comments, questions, queries, concerns on the Facebook page, GBN, Grenade Broadcasting Network's Facebook page, and the Grenade Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel. It's Open Line Friday, Facebook inquiring the topic. Open lines or anything that you'd like to share. Let me go on WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says, I think the public should be educated more about the vaccine before taking it. That is my contribution. Good morning, caller. Morning.
I saw the advertisement on baby clothing, and they call this store or something Q Baby. I would like to know what the Q means.
I'm not sure about it. Where you saw the ad?
And GBN.
Oh, I'm not too sure. So call 440-3033 and ask for the marketing department.
Okay, thank you.
You too. All right, somebody on WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says, it's worrying me. It's worrying me. I wonder if the teachers and so on had their vaccines before walking the streets singing and shouting. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning, Citizen Welsh. Greetings.
Morning, Citizen Rollo.
Your listenership out there. Listen, couple of things here. I feel highly insulted when I hear certain things on the radio, especially from people who are trained as reporters, etc. I say this. Well, let me I want to be as precise as possible. Look, I want to call on the manager of your station who hosts the program on Monday nights called Beyond the Headlines, to be absolutely careful as a reporter, as a person who dealing with the public, who ought to be we'd refer to be an ancillary teacher. To be absolutely careful with the expression would have plus the past participle. As far as I get it, she seemed to be doing this thing, quote unquote, for spite. How dare she tell the people of this here country about things that we know happened, which we heard and some of us had seen that they would have happened? I urge her to pay attention to this structure in the English language, because she's ridiculously abusive now with it. The other goes on and insulting my intelligence again. I heard a historian, and I have to call the name because they ought to do better. One Dow, Philip Dow or something of the sort, I don't know the person, who said a couple days ago, many of the she said these words and it's there in the recording, the ancestors of many of us in this country would have been slaves. What does she mean by that, for Christ's sakes? Isn't she thinking? Our ancestry were enslaved Africans. They were. If you wish to put a point between it, then you can say they had been slaves. But in fact, they were. When she tells us that they would have been, that's an insult to me. As the ancestor, as an heir of African ancestry. The other thing I want to advise GBN, it is time that I hire somebody to redact the news. In other words, proofread the news, because I'm hearing too much piffer coming from the voices of some of these quote-unquote reporters. I prefer to call them repeaters because they don't even know the English language. It's time we lift the bar in this here country. Finally, I say this. From time to time, I've been calling upon your entity to invite certain people to your programs. Two groups of people particularly, because two powerful issues that we have to talk about in this here country. One is the constitutionality of Grenada. I urge you once more to solicit the appearance of the so-called Governor General, the so-called Prime Minister, the so-called Attorney General of this here country, because they're all institutionalized positions. To tell us about the Constitution Act of Grenada and the Independence Act. To support them, I suggest that you bring out Francis Alexis, Lawrence Joseph, Ruggles Ferguson, reputable constitutional gurus. We need to put this issue on the table to talk about for the future of this here country. And finally, I would like you to invite the owner of the Grenada National Council for the Disabled and the lawyer representing that person and the Minister for Social Development, because I have only four powerful questions to ask them. Read the status and plight of the population of people in this here country with disabilities. I'd really like to have that. I beg you, I implore you to convince your management that these people be invited and brought to the fore on one of your programs in the morning and even whenever, so that the questions can be thrown out to them. And I'm certain there are other Grenadians who may have other questions. Thank you very much and have a nice day, will you?
Thank you very much, Citizen Rollo. Have yourself a good day as well. Let me go to YouTube. Somebody on YouTube says they can't talk about the Constitution because they will expose themselves as violators. There's no newscast. I'm speaking to a YouTuber inquiring about news on Saturdays. We don't usually do news on Saturdays, which is why we provide news from the sister station TV6. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to my sweet loving blossom.
Good morning, Miss Jacob. How you do?
I'm fine, indeedly fine by the Lord God Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Today. And what about my
mommy is good.
Right.
Yes, so go ahead.
Thank you, Jesus. What I come to talk about now. What really you talking on?
Today's open line.
Open line?
Yes, so anything.
Anything. Right. What I would like to talk about this morning, in Jesus' name. You see these teachers, some, not all, they must understand. They must have some patience. If you have patience, you see the ants belly. And if I didn't have patience and I didn't think, I would not have been around and I would not have been and to come on your station this morning. Lord Tanti Blossom, to how I does hear people getting on. And they say they have education. They don't have education and they don't have common sense. Trust me, I don't have education. And a little bit of common sense. Nobody that talking can beat me with it. This thing, Tanti Blossom, you must be careful with people when they say so-called. Them is so-called, you mustn't do that. People have think I love my mother, my heavenly mother, and I love the Queen, and I love the Governor General. If you don't have love for your parents, especially your mother, you don't have love. Mother come first. I love the Queen. I love it, I love her. And I love my Heavenly Father, plus the Governor General. Don't talk about the Governor General. I could give you a full history of that Governor General, you know.
Okay.
A full history, she's so nice, because it's in St. Paul's. La Grenade, I know her. I could give the full history, she's nice until I don't know. Well, don't talk about the Prime Minister. People must know what they're saying and how to talk. You have a lot of people don't like me, and I don't care. The Heavenly Father like me and my mother. This kind of thing, Tanti Blossom, you must understand. Be careful.
Okay.
And you know what I would like to come back on that station? You see, when 5 o'clock, after 5 o'clock, they just give the anthem. Girl, of course I love that anthem.
Okay.
And you hear they say the praise, the Our Father. They sing in that praise. I just be glad.
Okay.
But Auntie Blossom, try to bring it back for me.
I'll let them know.
And have a wonderful
You too.
weekend with your mommy.
I will.
Bye,
All right.
love.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Love. All right. Somebody on WhatsApp says, I think the minister and the rest of our colleagues should teach our students because they were once teachers and the Prime Minister had promised to do so in the past. If the teachers are not in the classroom, as she alluded, what I heard last night was, or what I heard Wednesday night was a whole different deal of nothing and threats, which she always does. No solution. Teachers, the public with you, and I think you should continue doing everything necessary to get the 4%. Stand up and fight back. You got nothing to lose, and history will repeat itself. That's the road we're going down. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
I'm just calling to share something, please. I wish somebody or someone could rescue the Ministry of Education. The Ministry of Education is in a real mess. I'm a retired teacher, and I can tell you, when you go there to visit there, or you go to ask a question there to get some information, nobody seems to be there to help you, because all what you see there is pure party supporters and who don't even know what is really going on. So I wish someone or somebody could go out there and rescue that Ministry of Education before it is too late for what is going on there. Thank you and have a good day.
Thanks. You enjoy your day as well. Let me go back to WhatsApp. Oh, let me pass on YouTube. Somebody on YouTube says, okay, I have to decipher that one. Let me go back by the phone lines while I decipher the YouTube. Good morning, caller.
I have to decipher that one.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
GBN?
Yes, it is.
Good morning.
Morning. Could you just turn the volume down on your TV?
I'm calling.
Could you just turn the volume down on your TV?
Thank you.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I will. I'm calling to make a report. I'm very disturbed. There is a man in River Ridden, always abused his wife. The authority took him up, and he's outside. Right now, the woman's hand is broken. I want the authority, people in charge, to do something. I am hurting about that situation.
So have you called the authorities, the police?
Well, she says she went to the police. I don't know what they are doing. I don't know. I don't know what is the issue. But she was in a home, and she's out with her children, and her hand is broken. 2 weeks ago, I met the woman in the health center. What happened to you? My husband hit me on the hand. I said, it is broken. She said, yes. I don't know much about the details, but I want somebody to put in. When he kill her, they go make the effort to do what they have to do. It's too late for that, man. It's time that we step up as authority in this nation. When they commit murder, they want to run. If a man breaking your hand, he busting up your mouth, he abusing you, something has to be done with him. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, caller, for raising the awareness. I would suggest as well making further reports to the Ministry of Social Development, the police, River Road, so that would be either central or even headquarters. Make a formal report of share your concerns. The organization GNO, National Organization for Women, I'm not sure what role they can play, if any, but you can reach out and let them know your concerns so more people can look into what that situation is. Hopefully it is dealt with before it gets worse. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning, Ms. Blossom.
Morning, how you do?
Not too bad. And good morning to everybody in Isle of Spice, Green Caricom, Pity Martinique. Ms. Blossom, today is my birthday, so I'll give you a quick call to, give you a hail up to tell you that, you know what I mean? A long time I didn't call you. So I still had called and tell today is my birthday. And,
Well, happy birthday to you, sir.
Yeah, and one more thing I'll tell you, why does being always a rhythm, with you one thing. But, I'll just give you a hint. So next week when you come back, when I come back, we'll discuss and elaborate on certain things. And if you see he had a clip, a video going around with a man in sandals where he had an OBR man working for him in Montego Bay, and he was trying to do a woman in the Bahamas, and he had a woman they call Matty Nottage, lick him up. You know what I mean? That was early in January. I know some people don't want to talk about them things because, these people are really money man, and, and they had the money and thing. But the woman said, she have a lot of leaders in she pocket. You know what I mean? It's like, leaders go by her for certain things. And so I wonder if you have anybody in Green, you believe any leaders in Green, will do them thing and them day. So, you know what I mean? But we'll elaborate on that as time goes on. So have a good day and enjoy the rest of the weekend and everything. Big up.
Thank you very much. Have a good day as well. Big up your whole self as well. Before I go on, I received a note. Somebody called Eris McIntyre has called the GBN to let us know that he's lost a lot of his documents, including his credit cards and business cards, and so in the vicinity of Grand Dance yesterday. The items lost include a CIBC card, Scotiabank Ariza, and other credit cards. So if you have found the property of Eris McIntyre, you can call or leave the documents at your nearest police station, or you can call 538-5060. Eris McIntyre lost CIBC cards, Scotiabank, Ariza, and other credit cards in the vicinity of Grand Dance yesterday. Contact the nearest police station or the person themselves, 538-5060. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Blossom.
Morning, Tanti. How you do?
Are they hanging in there? How are you doing?
I'm hanging in as well.
Good to hear you.
Nice to hear you.
Yes, I want you to have a blessed weekend, and remember this Sunday is Palm Sunday, so if you can go to the house of the Lord, you listen to the service on the air. I want to go to town to church in the morning, but I don't know it's Sunday morning. I don't know if I will make it, because we usually have this march, around the roundabout, and then to the church. I can't do the walking again. So I may take myself home. If I get someone to drop in church, I will go. I love to go to the Palm Sunday service, and this is a holy, holy Sunday, and we should go to church for the end of the week. This is Holy Week coming up, and we have to keep that week holy. Last time you just turn to God in prayer and keep praying to God for our safety in the world. For what is facing the world is not of God. If we keep closer and closer to God, we'll always have God with us. And when we do the right thing, God will always accept it. Do the right. Don't go on the wrong side. Just give thanks to God every day you live. You live and you wake, you see next day, thank God for the breath of life. And thank you for all the life He has given to you. What He has given to you, share it with us. God will bless you. I'm asking you, Blossom, to just put on the air for me. I have some bats giving me a hard time here. My whole house is in a state. I need someone to help me to wash it down. The bats are nasty up all the ceiling of the window. I can't put nothing there. Everything is just nasty. But I have to put paper on the ceiling of the window to get the bat things. The rail giving me a hard time. Both sides of my house. The whole house needs a wash down, and I need some help. I can't help it myself. I can't do it on myself, and I have no one to turn to. I ask you all, the Ministry of Health, that they could come and look around that people that live alone and they need help. They give a help to them. I need some help in my home. I find it's kind of shaky when I walk in. It's like if the ceiling is going down. I need someone to come and make it look out.
Have you called the Ministry of Social Development or Health?
I don't call them. I put it to you. I know you would talk to them.
No, well, you can call them because I won't know where to tell them to go. So you can call them and give them directions to your home and let them know that you are, you're a shut-in and you'd like to get some assistance.
Yeah, I need some assistance with it.
So call the Ministry of Social Development and give them your information.
They're really giving me a hard time here. I can't handle them.
Right, so call the ministry, okay?
So you have a blessed weekend.
You too.
Take care of yourself and your health.
You too.
And don't forget Sunday is Palm Sunday.
All right.
Church, if you cannot go pray at home. I love you.
Love.
Give Mom my love.
I will.
Take care.
All right. All right, let's see what is on the social media. Somebody on WhatsApp says, work with me, WhatsApp. Good morning. My question is, will we still have to wear masks if we take the vaccine? Will we still have to social distance 6 feet even though sneezing and cough droplets travel 12 feet if we take the vaccine? Will we still have to sanitize over 8 times a day if we take the vaccine? Are we still susceptible to the virus if we take the vaccine? And why is there a vaccine for the virus if the recovery rate is 99.7%? And why are the paid servants of the people putting so much trust in a vaccine which has not completed the trials and tests and has only been emergency approved? Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Sister Blossom again. I just come to tell a lady from Canada. She tell me to tell Sister Blossom hello, and then and Sister Blossom, I don't hear me, Sister Jeremiah, please. Sister Jeremiah, could you give me a call home, please? Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jacob. All right, back on WhatsApp, and then we're going to take a break. All right. Hold on, that person had a lot of questions. I can't answer them all. Next time when the Ministry of Health officials come on to the point, which is usually on a Wednesdays when government is represented on a Wednesday, you can send back the question and I would pose it to whomever the official at the time is. It's a lot of questions. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good.
I don't know. I still don't really get it with all the people, with all the curiosity when it comes to the vaccine. I mean, there was a virus aside, and there is a vaccine for it. And if you don't take the vaccine for it, you will catch the virus. And God hope that you and die, but you will catch it. Whether you catch it this year, next month, you will catch it because it's in the air. So playing this kind of game with yourself, you're putting yourself at risk, which doesn't make any sense, and your family. Now, the reason why you have to wear a mask after you take the vaccine, because if you don't have immunity among the population, you need to protect yourself still. Yeah? In Grenada here, I can see Mr. Steele is really, really vexed. He's really totally vexed because he's failing in his quest to get the population vaccinated, and it's a bad thing for Grenada. Grenada economy is going down and down and down. Eventually, a couple months from now, a lot of people will be going home or maybe getting a pay cut on the job. Because why they're not taking the vaccine? The country can't come back up running as soon as possible. This is a total problem. A serious problem I think the government has right now. Because the population is not getting vaccinated. There was this guy that came and checked me what day was that. And he was drunk all the morning. So I asked him, I said, bro, you drunk so early morning? I mean, you don't even drink tea yet, you're drunk? He's like, nah, I drink a whole bottle, whatever. So I said, did they give you a vaccine as yet? He jumped up, vaccine? Why ain't taking that, boy? So I'm saying that. Even a drunkard is not taking the vaccine. You understand? Because he listens to people on the street. So we have a serious problem here with that. I don't know how the Ministry of Health is going to get that thing around people because it's just totally people not taking the vaccine. I think the media, GBN, and all media houses in Grenada here should step up and help the population understand. Run programs where the population can understand. Because we thought that we are in a serious problem. Economical-wise, we are in a serious problem. It's a matter of time, you know. Last time it's a matter. By August, so this country is going to go down the tube, and you're going to see it for yourself.
Okay.
People are going to be crying and begging for help. Watch and see.
Okay. Thank you. On that note, let's take a break. This is Open Line Friday here on To The Point. We'll be right back.
Long ago, the strength of Grenadians was in their arms as they worked the lands to get food for the table. Nowadays, most Grenadians' plate is packed with lots of starch and meat, little or no vegetables, plenty fried foods, and they wash that down with something sweet while sitting in front of screen. Hard work and exercise seem to be out of style, and lifestyle diseases are becoming the fashion of the day and claiming many lives. Let's make a change to live longer. Let us grow and enjoy a variety of natural and safe, fresh vegetables and fruits every day. Use our local fresh seasoning and spices to make our traditional dishes healthier and avoid highly processed foods, snacks, and drinks. Drink more water every day to help your body function better. Get moving every day and trade some screen time to share and enjoy healthy family meals. Choose healthy foods and healthy lifestyle. Follow the healthy choices for healthy living guidelines for Grenadians.
Fresh from victories in the T20 and ODI series, the West Indies, under the captaincy of Craig Brathwaite, now turn their attention to the two-match test series. It's international cricket, West Indies versus Sri Lanka. First test, March 21st to the 25th, and the second, March 29th to April 2nd. It's cricket, lovely cricket, live on Classic 105.5 and 105.9.
Broadcast of the test series West Indies versus Sri Lanka is made possible by Grenlec, serving the nation, Spice Isle Imaging Center, Republic Bank, we're the one for you, Camahorn Medical Center, and Quartz Grenada Limited, bringing value home.
There's no better way to start your day than with me on Good Morning Grenada. Good Morning Grenada is your one-stop shop. We have information, education, entertainment, your bi-weekly traffic cam, and we link up with the sister isles of Carriacou and PT Martinique. Join me every 6:35 on weekdays for Good Morning Grenada. It's your daily dose of all things Grenadian, mixed with just a little bit of crazy. Good morning, good morning. I said just a little bit of crazy. I tell all of the things that take me. Good Morning Grenada. Welcome back to The Point. It's Open Line Friday here on the program. Once again, the landline number 435-2041. That's also the WhatsApp number. Please only written messages on WhatsApp. And you can also continue to post your comments, questions, queries, concerns on the GBN Grenada Broadcasting Network's Facebook page and the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blossom.
Good morning.
As far as I'm concerned, I totally agree with this last caller. No, we need to be educated. I didn't say in maths and history and geography, you know. Education is the all-round development in the world. And a lot of us seem to be educated, but we are not. What I want, as the mister said, the last caller, we have to educate. Sorry, I say we. I don't know much. But those who have the real education, especially the people involved in the Ministry of Health, and I should think you two and others on the radio station, should educate the people, us, about vaccination. What is a vaccination? How does it react? How does your body react towards vaccination, and so on and so on? We have to enlighten the people. In fact, we have to teach that in the schools, perhaps now, according to the present situation. And I think the students will take more and bring this information to their parents. In fact, that doesn't mean to say some of the parents know more about vaccination than the youths. Now, a vaccination is putting a certain substance, the identical substance in your body, whether it be in liquid form or solid form. And when your body gets it, your body supposed to know what to do. If, as you would say, not me, and the other people, as the health people say, your immune system is at a certain level, then it's likely that your body would react to that. In other words, you'll be like anti, something to go against or to fight. You don't have to have a gun. Your body has certain substance or certain parts in it that would fight. Your cells would fight, and if they win, I didn't say when, you know, you would either, if they win, then you would become immune. Maybe after you take at least 2 shots. I'm not talking about gunshot, I'm talking about vaccination shot. 2 shots. Then you would, as they say, I'm trying to find the word now, but it's quite at the back of my head. You would get a second booster. Well, you should explain what is a booster. A boost. When you get the second boost, you are likely, I underline in the word, you are likely to become immune from catching a particular disease. So the more people are being vaccinated in the world, especially, well, I'm thinking most about Grenada, it's better for us. Now, let's assume a few thousand people. We only have about 100,000 people. And most of us have been vaccinated. We would hardly have to talk about this disease, except they import it. And for that matter, if you are immune from it, you may catch it, but you wouldn't die from it.
Okay.
That is all what it's time that the ministry official explain that. Take loudspeaker, pass around and educate the people.
Okay.
To educate them, 2 orange plus a mango equal to 3. I don't know if it's 3 mango, 3 mango orange.
All right. Thank you very much. Somebody on WhatsApp says to the caller that told the teachers to have patience, tell them that patients don't pay the teachers' bill, especially their mortgages. Another WhatsApper says the Governor General is silent because she can't say anything without the Prime Minister. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, sister. How are you doing?
I'm good. How you do?
I'm doing good, man.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, what I have to say with this federal, I think that the topic people are more stressing on the vaccination. Well, Kit Mitchell stress killing us faster than COVID. So whether you take the vaccine or not, you go dead below Kit Mitchell stress. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, caller. Somebody on Facebook, let me see what's on Facebook. Somebody on Facebook says, I wonder if the public knows the vaccine may be given yearly as the flu shot. Remember, virus has no cure. They only treat the symptoms. Somebody else on Facebook says, the vaccine just lessens the symptoms. Why building the immune system is not being pushed? COVID was imported. The vaccine is not a live virus as previous vaccines. It attacks the DNA. Why mess with the DNA? They've always preached boosting the immune system from the beginning. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blossom. Blossom, you educate the public too, because this vaccine, if it were the companies selling that vaccine, the cost of that vaccine would be between $100 US to $200 US. So most Grenadians would have to pay between $700 EC just for a shot. In time to come, I believe that this vaccine is going to cost money. It's free right now. Don't think this country will be giving Grenada free vaccine as we go along. So we don't take it now. The ministry got to dump it. And if the ministry got to dump this vaccine, I mean, we have no money in this country to buy vaccine. So just imagine the stress going down the line. Just imagine that, Grenada economy is going down the tank.
Okay.
Think they're going to buy vaccine to give people?
All right.
Let us sit down there and wait.
All right. Thank you very much, caller. Back on WhatsApp, somebody else on WhatsApp says the Minister of Health is concerned about Grenadians are behind in the vaccination process, comparing us with other islands. May I say to him, it is not just the vaccination Grenadians are behind in, but he must also concern himself on the high cost of living Grenadians are experiencing in regards to bills, grocery, electricity, gas, and so much more. Bring us on par too with the other islands. Thank you. Good morning, caller.
Yes, Auntie Bassan, I come back. You see this vaccine, talking about it? I take a vaccine when I had 14 years. You understand me? 14 years ago, and you know what years I have now? 73. And when they bring that vaccine, when we go with my grandmother had also get us too strong, able-bodied men to hold me. When I hear a big lady bawl out, I start to bawl. But they bring me, and that time was Dr. Radix, old Radix. Dr. Radix said, baby, don't bawl. It go stay in your body, in your system.
Okay.
100 years. I don't have 100 years, I don't know. 75 years old, all type of thing passing, it don't kill me. So the injection is a booster for your body.
Okay, Ms. Jacob. Thank you. Let's give somebody else a chance.
I take mine and done.
All right. Let's give somebody else a chance, Ms. Jacob. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, when Grenadians vote for amateurs, they get that type of treatment, disrespect, and push in their face. So teachers and public officers, keep the struggle up. Don't stop till you are treated with respect for those we pay to serve is. Don't stop till you are treated with respect from those we pay to serve. Us. Okay. All right. Good morning, caller.
Hello, morning.
Morning.
Yeah, it's GBN.
Yes, it is. Go right ahead. You're live.
Yes, Blossom. I just called to make an observation.
Mm-hmm.
My observation is, I think you should have kind of one call per person during the program. Now, this lady is just a little bit, like you have a private line, right? Don't spoil your program, right? When you have a program, she call in, say hello to mommy, then she call back, say hello to uncle. She go call back, right? When she call back, just tell her hello. You hide your turn, and that is, give somebody else a chance. Right?
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. That's what I try to do. I don't have caller ID, so I don't know who's calling. So when I answer, that's when I know who is on the other end. When somebody calls back, I give them no more than 1 minute. Right. So I don't know who's calling. It's a real phone I have without caller ID. Okay. Somebody on Facebook says, last Wednesday I happened to listen to the education minister and I was waiting to hear if she was coming with a solution to cool down the climate with the teachers and the 4% plus the deducted salaries. But her speech was threats and nothing of substance. I think as a past teacher and now minister, she should share the plight of being a teacher in the classroom, but her arrogance was out of place and was putting more fuel in a fire. I am calling on the minister to resign that position as education minister because she failed her job and our education system is under level than other Caribbean countries under her leadership. Time for a change. She needs to go and let someone who is capable to run that department. All right, phone lines, no. So back on social media, somebody on WhatsApp says, I would like to thank GBN for having the two businessmen from Carriacou and PG Martinique on Mondays to the point about the issue of the Sister Isles, especially the Hillsborough port and the leasing of the marinas. I think they gave a great account of the issue that needed serious attention, and I am inviting Minister Kindra Stewart to the point or beyond the headlines program and with the businessmen to bring about some solutions and work together for the development of the Sister Isles. I have once again put in the request for Minister Mathurin Stewart to be the guest on To The Point on Government's Day, which is on a Wednesday. That request was made last week. By then, they had already appointed the health officials to appear on the program that Wednesday. So let's see what next week, please the Lord, would bring if she would be our guest next week. Good morning, caller.
My dear, good morning. I'm surprised. I just heard you say that there's nobody was on the line, but when I call, I don't get through. So I was wondering what was taking place. Could you
just load on the volume on the TV or the radio.
Let me move away. It's a computer. Let me just move away. Where's Miss Jacobs told me to call her, but I cannot find Miss Jacobs' number. So I don't know how if you can, call me when you finish and give it to me, please, so I can call Miss Jacob. I call your concern. I don't want to speak about I don't know if it's my voice you all don't want, or if it's the word of God you all don't want, but something about me and the word that you all don't want, and I'm not sure which one. So since I don't know which one, I want not to call. But just call me back and give me Jacob's number. Please, I don't want to offend your management. Bye.
Have a good day, Miss Jerma. Somebody on WhatsApp, I don't know what I did with Miss Jacobs' number, to be honest, I can't recall. Let me see what I can find out. Somebody on WhatsApp says, I like the authorities to speedily address the problem with the derelict vehicles on our roads. Is making driving difficult for many. It's making driving difficult for many. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, I want to know, can 2 different vaccines be taken, the AstraZeneca and the other one from Russia? Sputnik V. I recall asking that question and I can't recall what the answer was that I got from Dr. Martin and or Dr. Charles. I would have to ask again because I really can't remember what they said about taking the 2 different brands. Good morning, caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I am. Go ahead.
Yes. What's the program is all about this morning?
It's open line.
Yeah, and what the program is about? What the topic is about?
Any topic that you'd like to discuss.
Okay. Well, for example, our road in Grenada is very, very bad. A lot of years now, our road hasn't been repaired. And, since CCC left the country, people suffering with their vehicles, shock smashing up, tire eating down and all these kind of issues. At least when the road is bad like that, people spend more money on their transport, right? When the road is good, people spend less money to maintain the transport. But when the road is bad, obviously people are paying taxes. They're paying transportation tax, insurance, license, everything. Government collecting a lot of revenue, and then what they are doing with this money, they're not putting it back into the road, right? So there's a lot of issues there's a lot of important issues to solve, But some people take it seriously and some people don't take it seriously. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope the government hear this one, and I hope the government work on this one, because the roads are very ruining, and the road is very, very, very need fixing badly. Because the road are really mashing people transportation up. I know government collect a lot of revenue in taxes from license and insurance and so on. So they need to pump some more money back into the road and help not only Granan's Main Road, but the whole island and the whole, So that's my contribution for this morning.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Have a good day. All right. Bye. WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says, let's watch this. The Prime Minister has money for... Start over. The PM has money for me. He doesn't give me, but he pays WRB. Now he is giving MBIA 1 million, and he even says to give generously to others. Is this love or hate? Somebody else on WhatsApp says, people of Grenada, we have to unlearn and relearn when it comes to colonial influence and dominance. The Queen and Governor General are the symbol of white supremacy, impeding on the Grenadians' development. It's enslavement without the physical chains. Free our minds. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Blossom. How are you?
Morning, I'm good.
Blossom, I calling on the government this morning. I see they put out a lot of young men and women, to be nursing assistants, and that's very good. But I would like them to see if they could put them in a classroom to teach another language like the Spanish, because we have a lot of doctors and they're having difficulty with the English. So if they could assist them when they see a patient, they could translate the Spanish so the patient will better understand. Because sometimes it's hard. You don't know the Spanish, and you go to them, you ain't understanding what they're saying to you. So I wish they could look at it and help them to learn another language. Even some of the nurses who they could, have a little classroom for them now and then and help them to learn another language. So I would like to say this morning, anytime you feel stressed, just think about the ruling party and all your stress gone. I know you have two parties in Grenada, NDC and NNP. NNP tell us NDC dead. They buried them twice. Now you're hearing the same people coming and say that the NDC influencing the teachers to stand up for the 4%. I wonder who rise up NDC from the dead. Have a good morning with that.
Thank you. You enjoy your day as well. Okay, Mr. McIntyre, I see it now. All right, let me see. Somebody on Facebook says, anytime people speak and it doesn't go others' way, they like to talk about resign. Put them in a position they can't do anything. Another Facebooker says the Grenada cabinet should have a retreat where they can sit and look at their actions with a view to treating Grenadians better. Right now, much more is desired from all of them. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blossom.
Morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How you do?
I haven't been on the program in a long time. Anyway, during the revolution, we had the Center for Popular Education, and I think it did Grenada immensely well. It seems to me now that we need a resurgence of the Center for Popular Education, because I'm so disturbed to hear the nonsense that a lot of Grenadian people talk about on our airwaves, on social media. Is it that people can't read anymore, or is it that we have become so dumb that we cannot comprehend and understand what's going on around the world? It's a bad signal. And I want to suggest to the Minister of Education and the Prime Minister, I know he said that he supported the revolution to some degree, but we need people to get back into the classroom to learn to read. There are lots and lots of people in this country right now who doesn't understand how to read or understand what it means to be literate. We are in bad shape. When I look at places like Barbados and Trinidad, who have gone miles ahead of us in terms of understanding what's going on around us. To hear the bosh that people are talking about, even in regards to the vaccine, it's appalling. So I think we need a resurgence of the Center for Popular Education where we can have people learn to read and write. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. God bless.
Thank you. You enjoy your day as well. Let me go by lots of comments on WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says the vaccine costs. Somebody paid for it. We are getting it as a gift. Another WhatsApper says the people of Grenada should understand the population could take the vaccine and the economy will not improve. God that is in control, their time is up. All right, let me go back to Facebook. And so somebody says, I quite agree with this man. That is a previous caller. Okay. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blossom.
Morning.
I want to answer the question for the person who called and wondering if it's hate or love the Prime Minister have. I campaigned in 2018, and I remember one of the ladies who work in one of the constituency offices said to me, like, if you want to be noticed, like after elections and show, every meeting, every rally, every this, just come, just let them see you. I don't believe in that. And I want to let the lady know is don't care. He just don't care. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. All right, let me read the last comments as we wind down the program. WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says, I think government can pay the back pay, but put a hold on the increase on the salary still. We have to watch the economy till it picks up. Another WhatsApper says, I am a bit concerned about this vaccine. Most Grenadians are suffering with fear, and fear is a killer. Everyone needs to turn to God. The Holy Bible has all the answers. I think we are being used as guinea pigs. Still on WhatsApp, the Venezuelan Institute had a Spanish program for nurses and police officers, but since the COVID and financial blockage on Venezuela, they have closed but will soon reopen. Somebody on Facebook says, the point about translation from Spanish to English is a very good point. I'm just reading the final comments. Yes, the comments on YouTube are working, but they are not really comments for the program. For instance, you gave me a personal story about your brother. That's not really for the program. Facebook says, I think we need to talk about the general hospital and the condition there and the number of babies that have died there. All right, final comment on the WhatsApp. Literacy means ability to read, write, and comprehend. All right, I think that is all the time we have so far. Not so far, all the time we have for the program this morning. It's time to close off. Thank you so much for participating. YouTuber. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Thank you so much for participating in Open Line Friday here on the program. Appreciate your time and your listenership. There are still comments I haven't gotten to as yet. For instance, a person on YouTube that just told me they're disappointed that I haven't read their comments. You're talking to me about your brother being rushed to hospital in the U.S. Lungs was collapsing and the doctor prescribed paracetamol. I mean, what could a sister? Have yourselves a safe and productive Friday. I'll be back tomorrow morning, God willing. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.